In March 2025, a satellite captured something buried under Antarctica's thickest ice shelf. It was perfectly geometric. It was warm. And it was humming. Since then, 7 expeditions have gone silent. The coordinates have been locked. And a signal, just 3 words, was heard across the ice. We are below. Whatever's down there, it's not natural. And it's not sleeping anymore. Whispers beneath the white. There are places on this earth we were never meant to find. And one of them has just awakened. In March 2025, a Norwegian research drone flying over East Antarctica picked up something it shouldn't have. Buried beneath 2 miles of ice, perfectly centered under the thickest part of the shelf, was a structure. Not a cave. Not a natural formation. But a shape. A perfect hexagon, massive in size, glowing faintly with heat, symmetrical on every axis. The data stream cut off 17 minutes after the scan. The drone was never recovered. Within hours, the satellite images were scrubbed from public access. The research team's website went offline. One of the geologists tweeted a final, cryptic line before disappearing. The ice is hollow. And something's humming. Nobody knew what that meant. At least, not yet. Antarctica has always been a land of silence, a place beyond history, politics, or even curiosity. Or so we've been told. But buried beneath the frozen surface are signs that something once lived here, or perhaps still does. Centuries ago, ancient maps like the Piri Reis map shockingly depicted Antarctica's true coastline, long before modern satellites ever laid eyes on it. Historians called it coincidence. But what if it wasn't? In 2016, a pyramid-shaped ridge was spotted poking through the snow. Critics laughed it off, a trick of light and shadow. But when its angles were measured, they matched the Great Pyramid of Giza. Not roughly. Exactly. The alignment, too, facing true north. That should have been enough to spark international study. Instead, silence. Then came April 12, 2025. A perfect circle, over 3,300 feet in diameter, was discovered melted into the eastern shelf. No signs of how it got there. No tools. No tracks. Just a smooth, black ring in the snow. From above, it looked like a sealed hatch. 6 hours later, satellite coverage glitched. Weather operations diverted all public aircraft away. The ring was gone, buried under a rapid snow drift. Untraceable. Unspoken of. What exactly was beneath that ice? Some say it's an ancient vault. Others, a machine. But no one denies the truth, something's down there. In June, a Chilean team stationed near the South Pole intercepted a low-frequency signal pulsing from deep beneath the ice. At first, they assumed it was static. But when fed through audio analysis software, a horrifying realization emerged. It wasn't random. It was speech. 3 words. We are below. The recording has never been publicly confirmed. But days after its discovery, that station was shut down. The researchers were flown out. No explanation given. Still think Antarctica is just a frozen desert? Or could it be the final locked door, and someone just found the key? Theories, signals, and the last message. After the intercepted signal whispered those 3 haunting words, "We are below," the world fell quiet again. But in the shadows, something had already been set in motion. 7 nations, each denying interest in Antarctica, began quietly dispatching aircraft, drones, and deep ice research teams under the guise of climate analysis. But all of them converged toward one region, the coordinates where the Norwegian drone first captured the buried hexagon. Public records show nothing. But flight trackers picked up strange loops, no-fly zones, and in one case, a transport plane that vanished off radar for 16 minutes. When it reappeared, it was flying in the opposite direction, with no audio logs to explain what happened during that gap. Satellite scans, meanwhile, revealed something even stranger: electromagnetic pulses, subtle, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat, emanating from beneath the ice, matching the time of day. Every 24 hours, like clockwork. But the question remained: what is under there? Scientists and theorists worldwide scrambled to explain the anomaly. And from the noise, 3 dominant theories emerged. Theory 1, the ark beneath the ice. Some believe the vault is not a ruin, but a preservation chamber. A cold ark, designed to outlast extinction. Built not by an ancient race, but by a previous version of humanity, one that rose long before recorded history, and vanished beneath the ice when catastrophe struck. The vault, they say, contains DNA, history, maybe even consciousness, preserved in frozen stasis, waiting for a time when the world would be ready to learn the truth. If true, this wouldn't just rewrite history. It would erase everything we thought we knew about human origin. Theory 2, non-human intelligence. Others insist the structure's perfection, its size, angles, energy pulses, are not man-made at all. Whistleblowers from within satellite intelligence groups claim the material under the ice reflects signals unnaturally, like metal, but reactive. And the message, "We are below," was not a warning. It was an introduction. Could this be a communication system left by something that arrived on Earth long before humans walked upright? Something that didn't leave, but went underground. Theory 3, the forbidden civilization. A quieter group believes this is all tied to an ancient society, one referenced in myth and forbidden scripture. A civilization so advanced, it became indistinguishable from the gods, before being erased by a world-cleansing flood. They say the hexagon isn't just a vault or ship, it's a library, a temple of knowledge, storing technologies capable of bending time, energy, even memory. And someone, or something, doesn't want it opened. Despite official silence, internal leaks suggest a small team made physical contact with the vault in late July. No names. No footage. Just this description from an anonymous source. It's not cold inside. It's warm. Breathing. Like standing inside the chest of something asleep. 2 days later, a temporary weather station 80 kilometers from the site detected a localized magnetic event, strong enough to fry electronics, twist compasses, and knock out all communication for 6 minutes. What could produce such a field, buried under 2 miles of ice? Theories say machine. Theories say reactor. But the whispers say something else. It's waking up. Then came the final broadcast. In early August, a shortwave ham radio operator in southern Argentina picked up a low, distorted signal during a midnight scan. The signal was faint, almost hidden beneath the static, but when filtered and isolated, it revealed words. Clear. Chilling. Final. Do not open it. The transmission lasted 7 seconds. It has never been heard again. Now, the region remains under restricted access. The area's temperature, once stable, has begun to rise by fractions of a degree each week. Seismic sensors detect movement, though no quakes. The ice breathes, as if something beneath it shifts gently in its sleep. And still, the governments say nothing. But maybe silence is louder than words. So we ask you. What do you believe is hidden beneath Antarctica? A message? A machine? A mirror to a world that once was, or a warning of one to come? One thing is certain. Something is below. And it doesn't want to be alone anymore. Fogline Mysteries invites you to decide. Type 1 if you believe in the ancient ark. Type 2 if it's alien contact. Type 3 if it's a lost civilization. Let us know your theory in the comments. Subscribe for more mysteries the world won't talk about, but can't ignore.